Hello guys, welcome to yet another edition of the Popular Stand here with me, Ohene Bambobian, brought to you by Betika. Of course, we've got something very debatable coming up pretty soon. I'm here with Isaac Asempa. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Well, of course, we are discussing something very interesting. Who, in your estimation, do you think is the biggest, of course, when it comes to football coaching and management at the highest level, is the best of all time? People think that Ancelotti, based on what he's done, not just in the Champions League, but throughout his career, none can be compared, to the Italian former player and now manager. I think it's completely different. I believe that he is not the greatest manager to walk the planet. I believe Pep Guardiola is the greatest ever manager. Interestingly, he also played football at the highest level. And my take is very simple. I believe that for you to be considered the greatest manager of all time, there are some metrics you must meet. There are some basic things that must be associated with you. And Pep Guardiola is not a serial winner. He defined football. He took football from here to the next level. We all thought that in 1996 and 97, total football was the greatest invention when it comes to football tactics and football. But look, Pep Guardiola, when he walked into that Barcelona dressing room, decided to play a brand of football we have never seen before. And I don't think that any football club or set of players can match the levels Tiki-Taka took football to. And that is the work of Pep Guardiola. I know Asempa will talk about laurels, trophies. Guess what? Pep Guardiola is a serial winner as well. He's won not just the La Liga with Barcelona or the Bundesliga with Bayern Munich or the Premiership with City. He's turned the Premier League, the most watched league in the world, the most attractive league in the world, the most difficult league in the world, to a famous league. He's won the Premier League 3 times on a row, 4th time last season. No manager in the modern era has been able to achieve that. This is greatness personified. This is out of the world coaching. It's not just winning, but he's winning with some style, panache. So for you to tell me that Ancelotti is the best, Carlo is the best manager of all time, I would understand, but it doesn't cut it for me because, look, until his return to Real Madrid, do you know that he's never won the league twice in any country? He won it once at Madrid, he went and came back and won it once again. Bayern, Chelsea. He does not dominate any league. Pep Guardiola dominated the Spanish La Liga. At the peak of Real Madrid had, at the time, Mourinho coaching them, 5-0 in his first El Clasico. The Premier League. You can amass as much as 97 points, but you still cannot win the Premier League because Pep is around. This is greatness. So we cannot even talk about greatness and think about Ancelotti and leave Pep Guardiola out. So, I'm wondering how all of a sudden, because Ancelotti is on his way to win a double, he is. Let me also tell you, as we speak, Pep Guardiola has done treble. If you've coached Real Madrid twice, and you've never been able to do a treble with Real Madrid, it's a problem. Clearly, it's a problem. So for me, Pep Guardiola will go into my books as the greatest manager ever in the history of football.
You see, I can forgive you. I can pardon you for saying that you've never seen the brand of football Pep play, the Tiki-Taka.
Absolutely.
I can pardon you.
No football club
I'm saying that
comes close.
I can pardon you because you started watching football from the early 2000s still now. Mm-hmm. So it's pardonable. If you watched the Arrigo Sacchi team of AC Milan, where Carlo was playing, when he was playing with Van Basten, Ruud Gullit, Rijkaard, Angelo Colombo, Baresi, Tassotti, you didn't watch football. You see, I'm surprised that you guys of today think Tiki-Taka is the best way to happen to football. If you had seen that Arrigo Sacchi team and that Silvio Berlusconi, I'm not sure there has been any form of Galacticos put together that team. So when you tell us that,
I'm talking about the brand of football. I'm talking about the expression of football.
That's what I'm saying. I'll pardon you.
Pleasing to the eye.
That's what I'll pardon you because that was in the mid-80s to the early 90s. So I'll pardon you. Understand? And you should understand why I'll pardon you. Because if you had watched the games at that time of AC Milan and Arrigo Sacchi, you wouldn't even compare them to this Xavi Iniesta. You see, do you know who defined the number 8 role? Who defined it in football? As a player, you know who defined it? Carlo Ancelotti. He defined the number 8 role. Do you know who defined number 7? The typical number 7, the typical Yapreko number 7, you know who defined it? Donadoni. Typical number 11, Angelo Colombo. Typical number 9, Van Basten. 10, Ruud Gullit. Do you know who established that a proper DM should be someone who can defend a pass? Frank Rijkaard. Because he started as a defender, then Arrigo Sacchi brought him to come and play as a defensive midfielder because he could pass and could defend. Proper definition of number 6. You know, define number 2 that Dani Alves and Ku and Cafu played and Ku enjoyed it. That's what. Number 3, Paolo Maldini. Do you know the greatest centre back of all time? Franco Baresi. Not even Beckham, none comes close to Baresi. We've just not celebrated him enough because the Italians don't have a powerful media or powerful media houses to talk about what they are doing. So he come and tell us Guardiola. Because of Gen Z. He came at the time Gen Z. Young guys of today. There's internet. You watch paid TV. So you are telling us that Pep has played the best band of football compared to what Silvio Berlusconi and Arrigo Sacchi put together. I'm not surprised with what Ancelotti is doing. In fact, it doesn't even come close. No manager comes close to him as the greatest manager. It's not even up for debate. Look, how many the top 5 leagues in the world are which leagues?
Of course, the Spanish La Liga, the Italian Serie A, the English Premier League, the German League, and probably maybe the French Liga.
Very well. Thank you very much for this education. So France, he won the Ligue 1 with PSG
once.
Oh, I'm not talking about numbers.
Once.
I'm saying I won the French Ligue 1 with PSG.
Yes, once.
So we have cancelled that. He went to Germany and won the Bundesliga with Bayern Munich. He came to England and won the Premier League with Chelsea.
Once.
He went to Italy, he won the La Liga, he won the Serie A with AC Milan. Then he won the La Liga with Real Madrid. Who else in this world, before him and after him, can do this?
Has he dominated any league he's played in?
None. No coach.
Has he dominated any league he's played in?
No coach. Born a
Chelsea, one season. The following season, he went away from England.
No man.
He was booted out.
No man or woman born of a woman can replicate what Ancelotti has done in football. Not before, not now, not ever. We should be proud. Just like Cristiano Ronaldo is the greatest player of all time, and we will never see a player like before him or now or even after him in the next 2 centuries. I'm just saying that
he can't nowhere close to Lionel Messi. You can have that argument later.
Who? Lionel Messi?
Yes.
Who's only been explosive in the La Liga? Let's not even go there, please. So Ancelotti, it will take 2 more centuries. When AI starts playing football, that is when we can get a manager who will come close to what he has done. No manager to win in the top 5 leagues, to win a league there. And for the Champions League, this is baby. He wins it when he wants. He wins it when he wants. See, 2003, when he won his first Champions League, was a young manager coming up. And I remember Juventus were in tip-top for me. If you remember the Juventus team of that time, led by the Piero. They edged out Real Madrid in the semi-final. I remember when they got to the finals. Because I remember that finals, I watched it at UCC. 2003. I remember my uniform at UCC. Go and watch that. The way he mesmerized that Juventus team. I said, no, this guy will be a great manager. 2 years on, he went to the finals of the Champions League in Moscow. Was it Moscow? Istanbul, yes. The miracle of Istanbul. He led 3-0.
A manager who can lead 3-0
or he led
at halftime and lose the game on penalties is the greatest manager you think? This will never happen to Pep team.
So
this will never happen to
Pep. He gave his tactics to the players. 3-0 first half. Second half, the players decided to do. In fact, it went into their head. They were very excited, and Liverpool came back and won on penalties. He didn't relent. That's the mark of. I'm telling you, the mark of a great coach. 2 years on, he came back and won the Champions League. Never. He was done with AC Milan. He said, no, let me take a new challenge. Let me go to the greatest club in the world, Real Madrid. He came. He won the Champions League. He's won the Champions League twice with Real Madrid. He's come to the third one. He is the only manager to have done that. So, you see, when all is said and done, the UEFA Champions League should be named after Carlo Ancelotti. So we should just stop saying UEFA Champions League and say Ancelotti League or something. Because the kind of dominance he's given to this competition, no one can dare come close. Won twice with AC Milan, won twice with Real Madrid, come to win the third one. Even if he doesn't win it, he still remains the greatest manager. So it's not even up for debate. We shouldn't see it. We shouldn't be doing some of these things. That you compare Pep himself cannot compare himself to Ancelotti. Recently Ancelotti caught him and taught him small football lesson. Small football, you see. Small footballers, they came to Bernabeu, and Ancelotti asked that the Bernabeu be closed. The boys were not overawed. The City boys, the Pep boys were not overawed. 3-3. Brinya ahead. It was done and dusted. City, this one, City will deal with them. The last time City gave them 4-0. City, Ancelotti, the greatest manager of all time. Tactics. Let's not go beyond the halfway line. Let's defend. So just give the ball to them, let them pass. How many shots on target did they get? That's experience. Because he knew that he couldn't play football with them. So he had to defend, and he defended well. Let's take it to penalties. We have express players. Game over. That is the mark of a great coach. Not about with them doing this, because he's got money to spend to go and buy Grealish for £100 million. Grealish, Ancelotti will not give money for £30 million. If we were a coach, would you buy Grealish for £100 million? Its real value is £29-30 million. But Pep can afford to spend £100 million on him. Value, how much did he buy? 80 million or something. Value is 16-17 million. In footballing terms, if Trossard is 27 million and go and buy, you see, but because he has money, there's money available, he's able to spend the money. He's not spending the money wisely. So he put the greatest money, there's not any great money. Let Pep go and take this Madrid team and see what will happen to Madrid.
No team will be able to play with Pep at Madrid.
This Madrid team.
No team.
Wait, this same
the level of football we see from this one.
With this Mendy.
They're not playing anything.
No. With this Mendy.
But this team is more loaded than any team is coached.
No.
You have Chomeni, you have Alvedi, you have Kamavinga, you have Cruz, you have Modric in the middle alone.
But you've forgotten his 2000. You have forgotten the Gattusos, the Pirlos, the Kakes, the Shevchenkos, the Inzagis. Oh please.
I'm talking about the midfield.
You compare that midfield to.
I'm talking about the midfield.
Gattuso, Pirlo, and Kaka.
Oh, Bossman. Modric. What class? Former player of the year. The quality the Modric give you in the game. He's fortunate. He's fortunate.
Pirlo.
That's some of these games. Look at Cruz. What Cruz is doing to teams. If he doesn't have them, can he coach? We saw him at Everton. We saw him at Napoli. Why didn't he do anything with Napoli and Everton?
Because no coach can do anything reasonable with Everton. Who can do something reasonable with Everton?
We've seen what? Would ever do it at Villa?
What has he done with Aston Villa? He beat us to that is his achievement.
He's in the top four. He's in fourth. He's playing. It's an achievement.
No, it's not. Look, we shouldn't.
If he's that so we should have seen something better from Everton. We saw him at Everton.
Because they didn't have the materials. His hands were tied at his back. Although he could create any magic.
Napoli, he left the Napoli won the league.
But not Napoli.
He left the Napoli.
If I were the manager of Napoli last year, I would have won the league.
If we cannot go to Napoli today, Napoli win the Champions League.
Which Napoli? This Osimhen and
yes.
Kvaratskhelia is Napoli.
Yes.
They win Champions League.
Yes.
When they are struggling in the league.
That is the quality you bring to bear.
No.
The tiki-taka.
Pep.
The repossession in 3 seconds. The triangles. The football is pleasing.
The only thing Pep, you see, even the Pep team, that Pep team was already built for him.
Which Pep team?
The Xavi, Messi, Busquets.
Which Pep team was built for him?
He only brought in Busquets, Pedro, and then later Isaac, Eto'o, and then David Villa and came later. It was only built for him.
The very fulcrum of that team was made by him.
Iniesta
He came inside.
Iniesta is having the fulcrum, and he brought them.
But Iniesta, how many games did he play before he came?
No, but
how many games did they play before Pep Guardiola took over? Iniesta, they were not playing games.
But they were still playing.
Oh,
they were still
Mansa. That team was built around Ronaldinho, Eto'o, and the likes.
But they were still there. Don't forget they were still there.
Pep came and said, I don't want to go.
What is that?
Eko, go. Ronaldinho, go. Even for Eto'o, they had sold him to a club in Azerbaijan. They didn't go to, that's why he stayed. He put an entirely new team.
He was brought in Busquets and Pedro to finish. And then Piqué, he brought him from Manchester United. Piqué, Busquets, Pedro. That was all. The football was there.
Even if he made the players.
Because they had won the Champions League against Arsenal before he came.
2006.
Yes.
The following year, Rijkaard messed up. The 2 years, he was sacked. And
so they had won the Champions League.
Yes.
So they were still, the fulcrum of the team was already there.
But he came in inside the Star Boys.
They were old players.
And they
were done. Look, Ronaldo was done.
In 2008, the only coach that could meet Sir Alex Ferguson in the Champions League was shaking. As if he's gotten Parkinson. Shaking. Even with the gum in his mouth. Shaking twice.
But that was
2009, 2011.
What quality did they have at that time? Manchester United. It was Takashi football they were playing to go to the final. Takashi football. Takashi.
They are the best player in the world at the time.
That was the first one. I mean, the second one, Ronaldo had left. The second one was Ronaldo had left.
Ronaldo played. That's the game. Ronaldo played.
2011.
Yes.
No, 2011. Ronaldo had left. He left after the 2008.
2011, they had Bebatov. They had Tavis. Chicharito. Rooney. These are players that dominated the Premier League. These are players that dominated the Premier League.
Someone who had heritage. Lionel Messi. You had David Villa, Sanchez, Busquets, Iniesta. Who else can stand this team? You had Dani Alves, Jordi Alba, Piqué Puyol. Who can stand this team? Sometimes you need to be fair to teams who. Even me, if I have that team, no team can stand me in 45 minutes. I'll finish everything in 45 minutes.
You?
Yes. If I have Iniesta, Xavi, and Busquets at that time in their prime, you see, let's not forget that they had won the Euros in 2008. And then they went on to win the World Cup in 2010. And when they won in 2012, that was a team that was in devastating form. And the core of that Spanish team, all these same players,
the core of the Barca team, don't tend to
the core of the Spanish team.
The core of the
Spanish team.
How is that a core of the Spanish team?
But the Spanish team won the 2008 Euros.
They took the play for Barcelona and went to win the World Cup.
This is the Barcelona who went to win the World Cup for them. Who went to win the Euros for them.
He was a lazy coach. He just picked the team for Barcelona. And said,
Luis Aragonés won in 2008. Then the other one was the Bosky took over and won the 20 World Cup and then the 2012 Euros. So it means that the Spanish team was building Barcelona.
How?
The Spanish coaches were building Barcelona. And Pep was the one who was the beneficiary of.
Pep was the one beneficiary
yes.
from
the good works of the Spanish national team coaches. That was why he bought Fabregas, because you remember that at the point, Iniesta and Xavi wanted Fabregas to be part of them because they knew him and they thought he was a good player. That's why they fought him to come.
He came because he was brought up in the Barca system.
Which system? Yes, because
Pep is a product of La Masia.
Pep, they always wanted it cooked. Fabregas was in devastating form. He was in good form, so he always wanted it cooked. Easy. I mean, if I had that Pep team, no team could have stood me for 45 minutes. I would have finished everything in 45 minutes.
The views are welcome. If you disagree with me or disagree with us, hit us up on our social media platform, whether indeed Pep Guardiola or Ancelotti is the greatest manager of all time. Let us hear your views. And of course, we'll be glad to engage you on socials.